Good afternoon. Welcome to Tim Talk 10. I'm here with some repeat customers, Barry Brandt and Leslie Hammer, the co-chairs of our Facility Advisory Community Team. Welcome back, Barry and Leslie.
Thanks for having us back.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
You know what? It's great to be here. It's great to be in the sunshine in the summer, and it's also great to be wearing Minnesota Viking colors today. Just putting it out there.
No,
Go
it's
Bears, is that
not.
what I'm saying?
No, go Packers.
We had a great discussion last time you were on the show, and you were updating the world on what FACT has been up to. Do you have any updates since our last visit?
Actually, the committee has come to a recommendation after many meetings and lots of hard work.
Awesome. I know that they seem to be working hard, and now that we have some recommendations, that's awesome to hear. So
Absolutely.
let's hear about them.
Sure. So as Leslie said, after a lot of work, looking at a lot of schools, really looking at the needs of the district, we really focused on trying to come up with a total district solution. And we think we did. We think at least the recommendation, we believe, really encompasses the entire district, touches several of the schools, and really hits on those key needs that we found. And really what we found is general overcrowding that we found throughout the schools. And so we're really excited about what we came to after a lot of work.
Awesome. So would you like to tell us a little bit about the recommendation?
Yes, so our recommendation is to, after meeting with the administration and the curriculum, we've decided to do some realigning at the schools. So we've decided to build a new high school. And when building a new high school, the middle school will then become 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Okay.
Northside will now become 5th, 3rd, and 4th. And then and 3rd. And then the elementary schools will be pre-K through 2. So it's a total district solution.
Okay. And so with the curricular or the grade level reconfiguration, proposing the new high school be 9-12, the existing high school would be 6-8,
Correct.
and then Northside maintaining 3 grades, so it'll be 3-5, and then our pre-K 2 would be in the elementary schools.
Right.
And based on what we've talked about with the school board, we would still have enough pre-K students. We'd keep community sites as well as having then sites or classes in the actual current elementary schools in the
Absolutely.
district.
So the elementary schools will each have one less grade, effectively. So you go from K3 to K2.
Okay.
If you look at the existing high school, it's got 9-12 in it. Now it's going to have 6-8. So we're gonna add room for those 3 grades as well. And then of course, as Leslie mentioned, the building of a new high school, which we're excited about as well.
Okay, and then within the existing buildings that the pre-K 8 buildings now, would there be any changes to those structures?
Yeah, there is. So the proposal looks at, particularly Milton East, getting those kids out of the basement.
Okay.
One of the things that we saw was the art and the music being done in the basement. So we're recommending construction be done at East, but we're also recommending construction at West and Harmony to provide what we're talking about is flexible learning spaces in those areas. With one less grade in those buildings and a little bit of construction, we think that those will be really ready for the future.
Awesome.
Move forward. Yeah.
Any other changes to the other buildings?
Yep, we're going to take care of the ADA compliant issues at all of the buildings, and then we're going to be taking care of those much needed maintenance issues that have been in the need for many years.
Great. I know one of the things that the school board will be wrestling with is what to do with the existing middle school that's on Madison Avenue. Is there any suggestions that you'll have for the board for that building?
Well, currently the recommendation suggests that we discontinue the use of that for students.
Mm-hmm.
As we mentioned, 3 through 5 being in Northside and 6 through 8 being in the existing high school.
Sure.
So it's really going to allow the board and the school district for future use to be creative with that space. Obviously, it's a great gymnasium. There's lots of space in there that we could use for different activities.
So repurposing it somehow.
Absolutely, and that will be for kind of future.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
With your recommendation, is there a cost that you have associated or identified for this proposal?
Yeah, so again, a lot of discussion at the committee level, and there was a lot of disagreement as to what we're trying to accomplish here. But ultimately, from a compromise perspective, we came to $87 million.
Okay.
As a final cap for the entire project.
So the entire project would include all the things you've talked about?
Correct.
Yes.
Awesome. I know that last fall we put a survey out and there was the $90 million price tag for a high school. And in your scenario, you're proposing $87 million, which would cover the fixing, not only the building of a new high school, but then the fixing and repairs and expansion of East, etc. In total for that 87 million?
Correct. So the 87 million is a total district solution, not just a new high school, but the 87 million will then touch every single building, every single student in the district.
Awesome. When people think about that number, 87 million, they might go, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money, which it is.
It is.
When you talk about that versus the affordability of a district as large as we are, can you put some kind of context to that so people have an understanding of what, because most of us, I know I don't, maybe Jay Cutler and the Chicago Bears might understand $87 million,
Sure he does.
but I surely don't. So what is that in putting it in more humanistic terms, what does that kind of equate to?
Well, it would actually equate to about less than $1 a day for a family with an average home of about $100,000.
And that actually includes not only the capital, the 87 million, but for less than $1 a day, we're also talking about recommending an operational referendum as well. So all in is less than $1 a day.
That's awesome.
That is.
And it's amazing the amount of time and energy that you and your committee have spent working on this. And I think looking at it from a total district, looking at the needs, and then coming up with solutions that address the needs globally is a very is an awesome undertaking, but also solution. So thank you so much for your dedication throughout this whole time and process. And is there anything else you'd like to share with the world before we wrap things up?
No, I'd like to thank the members of the FACT committee. There was 21 of us that really put a lot of time and energy into it. They're all community members, and thanks to them and their hard work, we've been able to offer a solution that really is a total solution for the district.
Awesome.
Yeah, and just to add, I mean, of the 21, both recommendations on the cost and on the solution were unanimous. So even though we got a little diversity on the group, we all came to the same solution at the end of the day. And again, as Leslie said, thank you for all their hard work and dedication. And hey, we're excited about the future for Milton.
Well, I'm excited. When is your recommendation going to the school board?
Well, we have one more FACT meeting,
Okay.
so that will be next Wednesday, the
22nd?
22nd, and then we'll present our presentation to the board on June 27th
Okay.
at the school board meeting.
Awesome. And will you be will be members of the FACT team presenting it? Will be
Yep.
sent. Okay. Awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, we're excited about the future going
Awesome.
forward.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you so much for these countless months of effort and energy. And again, the school board meeting is Monday, June 27th at 6:30. And so for those people who are watching this, please come out and watch the recommendation and presentation that night. Anything else?
No?
No,
Thanks
thanks,
for
Tim.
having us.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tim Talk 10. Have a great afternoon. I know I need a little bit of sunscreen after this is kind of coming in here. So again, thank you so much for your time and energy, and thank you so much for tuning in. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Yep.